Alright, took the mountain bike out today and make sure the brakes and everything are good. About 2 miles up the trail, the brakes, every time I press the back brake, it completely does nothing. So I'm going to take off the back caliper right here and see what's on the inside. It was adjusted fine when I started. It was tight, everything worked great. But now when I pull on the back brake, it pulls tight, but the brakes actually don't do anything. So I'm going to check out the brake pads and see what needs to happen. So this right here is the caliper, and I'm going to start off with the 5 Allen wrench and loosen up this bolt so the cable will slip out. And then each of these 2 bolts right here are the same size. I'm just going to break those loose. Same size Allen wrench. There we go. Now the caliper is out. So this part right here screws into the back of the caliper. Right there, this is the back side of the pad. And it looks like there's enough pad on there. What I think is what happened is that the pad had worn down just enough, and I'll show you. The pad had worn down just enough so that it wasn't rubbing on the pad anymore, right there where the Allen wrench is. It was rubbing on the side wall of the caliper, which would have meant that it was, it had the slick surface of the caliper instead of the grippy surface of the brake pad to rub against. So I can tighten that little by little and kind of stick it farther into the caliper again. So I'll show you. So now it's sticking farther in. Obviously I don't want it in that far. I was just kind of showing you how you can adjust either side. And then with the other side, as you pull that, that's what's actually pulled by the cable. You can see them touch right there. And so I can adjust the cable side of it much easier than this other side. So that's what was wrong with it. So that's how you adjust the calipers on your mountain bike. If you do need new brake pads for your caliper, you can find those on Amazon, and I'll link them for you. So you can replace the brake pads in these things. Just take a look in the video description below if you need those, or just new calipers altogether. When you're repositioning the brake line, just stick the bolt through, the brake line goes on this side of the bolt, and then you stick the nut on. And then if you spin this bolt a little bit with the Allen wrench, the nut will just go on right by itself. So the back of the caliper can be adjusted from while it's still mounted to the bike as well. The only reason you have to take it off is just to double check to make sure the pads, are what you think they are. If they're worn down enough to where you need to adjust that. Anyway, if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.